Hello, my name is Josie Howard, and I'm a senior at Sheldon Clark High School. Today's video is an informative speech based on my topic, Guillain-Barré syndrome. Throughout the world today, 1 out of 100 people each year are affected by Guillain-Barré syndrome. Though this statistic seems to be rare, the knowledge that people obtain about this disorder is unheard of. That's why I want to inform each and every one of you about it to raise awareness. What is Guillain-Barré syndrome? Guillain-Barré syndrome, also known as GBS, is a rare neurological disorder in which the body's immune system mistakenly attacks part of its peripheral nervous system. That is the network of nerves located outside of the brain and the spinal cord. GBS can range from a mild case causing brief weakness to a severe case that can cause paralysis that can potentially lead to the person unable to breathe on their own. Most people do eventually recover, even from the severe cases, but after recovery, there will still be some type of degree of weakness. GBS can affect anyone. Both sexes have an equal chance of developing this disorder. 3,000 to 6,000 people each year are affected. Raising awareness for GBS would spread information on the cause, symptoms, and treatment so that people are aware. What are the causes of GBS? The exact cause of GBS is unknown, but according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, around 2/3 of people who were affected by Guillain-Barré syndrome developed it fairly soon after they had been sick with diarrhea or a respiratory infection. This leads to the disorder being provoked by an improper immune response to a previous illness. Multiple infections have been associated with GBS, such as influenza, atypical pneumonia, HIV, etc. Adults and men are more contractible to GBS. But a way to contract GBS in an extremely rare case is after people receive the vaccination for GBS, there are now systems to monitor, detect, and record the safety and the side effects, because when you are inserted with the vaccination, they insert GBS inside of you. So they keep track of it so you don't contract it, because it has been contracted that way before. What are the symptoms of GBS? Symptoms of GBS include the following, besides in addition to muscle weakness: severe pain, particularly at night, coordination problems, unsteadiness, abnormal heart rate and blood pressure, issues with digestion, issues with bladder control, difficulty swallowing, speaking, or chewing, problems with eye muscles and vision, prickling sensations in the hands and feet, etc. Symptoms can increase over hours, days, weeks, just like they increase that fast. GBS holds a special place in my heart because my uncle had symptoms of a cold for a couple of weeks, and then he developed paralysis from the neck down. They took him to the hospital where they ran tests and found out that he had Guillain-Barré syndrome. He was put on a ventilator, and they treated him with various medications because at the time there was no treatment for GBS, other than because it was so rare and unheard of. They didn't have systems like they do now that they can get the red blood cells away from attacking your nervous system. This was 32 years ago, and he was 25 years old. The medication worked, and he was able to regain mobility and the use of his arms. But to walk, he had to have assistance with forearm crutches or assistance by somebody. But now he actually cannot walk because I guess that was just the result of the GBS. But he has mobility of his arms and everything else. Knowing more about this disease and the symptoms could prevent the disorder from developing that much. My uncle was very blessed to have overcome GBS in such a severe case, because other people, their severities were that they stopped breathing and they could die, or some people could be like him, or they could be paralyzed in another way. How is GBS treated? GBS can only be treated in 2 ways. Those being plasma exchange, which is plasmapheresis, and by immunoglobulin therapy. Plasmapheresis removes the antibodies attacking the nerves from your body. It is done by machine, and when they remove the antibodies, they insert the blood back into your body, so you aren't really losing it. They're just fixing it, basically. But high doses of immunoglobulin help block the antibodies causing GPS. Immunoglobulin contains normal, healthy antibodies from donors. Both of these treatments are equally effective, but medication is another form of treatment that can relieve pain and prevent the blood cells while you are immobile. By blood cells, I mean blood clots. Physical therapy can potentially help regain your mobility, as it helped my uncle, but it's not guaranteed to fix it forever. It's not necessary, but the medication is not as effective as the two I stated above. Because of the dangers of the disorder, the rareness, and the effects of GBS that it can have on the human body, information needs to be spread. It can be done in the early stages as well as prevention of this disorder. As technology advances and has advanced over the years, there are more effective treatment options that have resulted in a greater outcome for people affected. Awareness for GBS can lead to knowledge that can be used to help others.